Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Transbusher Television Network. How are you? How are you? So, I wanted to say greetings and blessings to all my beautiful people. Whether you live in a mansion, a trailer park, a um, project, a what do you call that? Just anything, a farm, a RV, in a tent, in your car. Good morning, good afternoon, and let's not say good morning, good rising. I heard good morning wasn't good to say, good rising. So I'm practicing saying good rising and other things like high vibrating things. Because sometimes when we speak, when we use certain terminology, see, I don't study wickedness, like lately, since I know about more about the spiritual world and stuff. I don't want to say I've been studying it, but I've been paying attention more to it, like watching different YouTube videos and stuff. I try not to watch all of it, just some of it, different scenarios. I might look up a scenario, let's just say that, and look it up, because if you study something like that, you will become that. Why do you think y'all might hear me saying like predators a lot, but y'all don't hear me like talking about actual like pedophile stuff every day? Like when it was on my spirit heart, yeah, but y'all don't hear me talking about that stuff every day. I really don't even want to talk about it at all anymore. I have enough on my page. But I'll talk about the different behaviors and stuff. It was something that I decided, like I said, as a grown person to study, especially being a mother, and then just like growing up in areas, where, and I would even say it's an area. I think it's like more so of a black guy thing. Tell me if I'm wrong, all girls typically have the same thing to say, black guys will take the cookies, like, especially if they know they really like you or you really like them or something, they will take it. They won't ask for it. They will take it. They will literally pin you down and give you that dick. And if you're insecure or like just like dumb in love with them or like whatever, you're gonna fall for it and be like, okay, and just accept that it was sex and, call it a day. Not realizing that you just got fucking raped, and let you have fought back. He probably would have beat the shit out of you, if not killed you. You know what I mean? This is so hard to think about and like even talk about and stuff. So that's the only reason why I predominantly grew up in a black community. So, I really, and when I say grew up, even as a young adult, because like in order for me to become 30, I had to grow up. I had to go through 20s, teens and 20s, So in my 20s, that's when I say growing up, I still consider that all that growing up, okay? And I'm grown up now, but I'm still a flourishing woman. I say I'm okay, I like to do entertainment because like I said, sex and things like that, even if you have your preference of I would like to smoke reefer, I like to drink, I see nothing wrong with those things if you know how to handle yourself and you know how to only use those things in certain environments or to not have too much in certain environments and stuff so that like I don't care if it's the strongest alcohol in the world. Heck, they can pop a ecstasy in that biatch. I can't, I'm just talking, okay? I wouldn't, I don't know about the strongest alcohol in the world mixed with that because if it's ecstasy, I heard that pill was pretty strong. So I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm the type, like, I have a very high tolerance. So, like, a glass or a shot or a sip will not affect me at all. Even, I would say if I was a pill popper, not even a half of a pill, not even a whole pill would, like, do anything for me. Okay? I told y'all one time, right? I had let's just say, person that was close to me at the time. I found out they were on hard drugs. And so I found one of the pills and I popped it open. Thank God it was like some type of, like bogus pill. But anyways, and thank God I wasn't addicted or a person to say, oh, I want to try it again or for fun or anything. I was like boohoo crying when I did it. And I did it because I wanted you. That's what I was screaming and shouting to the person. What if I did something like this? Would you like it? The next thing you know, they were goddamn hollering because they was like, it was like a angel was becoming a crackhead, and they didn't even want to see it. And I was like, oh, we was all freaking out. But the whole point of it is, thank the Lord it was bogus because it didn't do anything. And that's what they were saying. Like, I think I got gypped or, whatever. You know how I guess you could buy like fake pills or fake, I guess, just any kind of drug. You can buy like fake drugs. I didn't know that. Well, I guess I didn't know that one time, right? One time, long time ago. I can't remember. I think it was a place we went to or something. I don't know, but it was some kind of like outdoor thing. I can't remember. But we bought some bad reefer. It was what it actually was. Instead of a reefer, it was sprayed with like a scent. And then it was actually, that stuff that they said everybody be, so not, I don't think it happens anymore, but back in the day, there used to be some type of like marijuana, but it really wasn't marijuana that didn't show up in your pee. But I believe it was still a flower. I think it was still a flower. It was really crumbly though. I don't know. It was supposed to have been a flower. It looked like flower. It looks like basically a whole bunch of shake, but like balls. They were all some type of. They were all some type of like texture. But anyways, it was synthetic. That's what they used to call it, synthetic weed. Yeah. So we were sold that at an outdoor place or whatever, and I freaked out like a mug at home. I was so grateful I was at home and with my significant other. But I was like, I would never do that again. I would never like at that moment I told myself like I would never buy from somebody that I don't know or from like an actual business. I think I was like 20 at the time, so if I do buy from somebody else that I don't know or outside of a business, it's for somebody else. It's not for me. It's for somebody else. I don't touch it, or that I don't know of, or for instance, you might not know your weed man like that, which you should know your weed man like that, but you've been knowing him 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You've been shopping with him, He ain't gave you no trouble, You like, okay. You don't, whenever, you don't hear anything bad about him in the streets. He doesn't bring any, trouble your way. It's like, he just getting his money. But what happens when that day comes where he say, okay, I got this person comfortable and I'm about to try this move. Okay? So you have to think about that whenever you're buying illegally in the, in the streets, outside of a business, outside of a place you can call and order, and, which can be risky too. Things happen in Ubers and Lyfts and all that stuff all the time, but it's tracked and it's through a business, and, it's much better that way, okay? It's unfortunate that the owners and things have to take big hits whenever, things like that happen on their platforms. But at the end of the day, it's protected. That's the point. Because it makes their business look bad. But at the end of the day, they protect their customers and their employees, okay, by all means. Some companies, try to cover it up and fire you or, something like that. There's different things. But, yeah. So, anyways, at the end of the day, life is so beautiful, and spirits jump, they do. They jump. I say everybody, go and you research these things, because like if you don't want to become something, then you practice not becoming it. But at the same time, you don't want to focus on nothing like that, like all of this ill stuff. You just don't. It's something you want to know, that you want to put in everybody's brain around you. I don't care if y'all have to come back to it once a year and be like, all right, guys, so this is the time we got to sit down and talk about predators and things that we do in our regular everyday life that could, have us interacting with predators. It's just like, I want to do exotic entertainment. I do. I'm grown. I like to be fun. I like to be sexy. But at the same time, I can imagine me clubbing and like just hanging with people that do that for work and for like, for work and career all the time. I could probably get myself in some big trouble. There's no like my work consists of customer service and educating people on a daily basis. Outside of me having fun on my podcast, but or on my network, which, some of it is fun, some of it is entertainment, some of it is just real live information that needs to be, shared with my community. And so, it's not always fun to share or to talk about. So sometimes I have to put it in a skit and, make it fun, make it better for me to share this information. Uh, but the long story short is, everybody just absolutely beautiful and amazing. Choose God and find out what side you want to be on. It doesn't matter what you're doing in life. Just be smart with it, because selling weed don't hurt nobody. It doesn't hurt anybody at all. Smoking weed don't hurt nobody. It doesn't hurt anybody at all. If you are too young for it in your mind and your metabolism, because the reason why you are not legal until you're 18 is because your body, your metabolism, your testosterone, your everything doesn't fully develop until that time. Although that's the basic development. It takes you a little bit older, because you have to shake off all those kid things you like to do and work your way up until maturity. But some of those kid things or young things we're still going to keep if it makes us happy. Like dancing, it makes me happy. Maybe one day it won't. But for now, it makes me happy. So when I want to dance, I want to dance. It makes me happy. To make music, it makes me happy. It makes me cry. It makes me just love myself. It makes me feel great. I don't have to listen to other people's music. I basically, like right now, I'm in my vehicle. I'm not listening to any radio, okay? It's just me and you, mano y mano. And, I don't have my radio on all the time, Like, I just don't. I honestly, I don't. I enjoy entertainment, but for me to like enjoy entertainment, it's with I guess I'm driving and I can't use my phone or something and I have a long road trip and just want some noise in the car. Although that's not always the case, because I rather have that radio turned off and talking with whoever's in the car with me. So, it just depends. But for the most part, music is, I would say the entertainment for me is more so of, like when you're a younger person, but older people like it too. Which is why I'm into it, because like, another reason why I'm into it, because like, I don't find it like interesting in today's state, or maybe because I'm just not watching it. And then because like I do entertainment, I don't want to be like watching other people's stuff or listening to other people's stuff, making things to other people's stuff. Like if I have to because like that can happen. Because when you watch something, you fall in love with it. You try to get, people try to get to know you. You try to get to know people. I don't know. It's just a spirit thing, That's why I said, oh no, I'd rather not, conduct with other, magical beings. We'll have to take it slow. Y'all can apply, but whatever I'm hiring for, we'll be hiring for. Music, entertainment in general, writing, it's a whole nother thing. You guys are freaking magicians, all of us, seriously. There's just so much to talk about in, so little time. So, I just want to thank all of you for choosing the Chosen by Shantae Lachey Network. And just remember that ghetto is not the way you talk. Ghetto is not the way you look. Ghetto is not the way, it can be, but ghetto is a mentality. It's a spirit. It's a outlook on lower thinkings, lower living. Just because somebody has on, a big puff or a big ball doesn't mean they're ghetto or they don't care about life or their education, you know.